When we hear the term mission statement, our minds often drift to corporate objectives and values. Rarely do we consider its potential for personal guidance and fulfillment. Here to shed light on the importance of having a personal mission statement is TEDx speaker and best-selling author Poirier. Corey, thanks for joining us again today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
So this is very interesting. Personal mission statement. I've never thought about this before. How important do you feel like it is for us to have our own mission statements?
I'm probably biased, but I think it's everything. So I think it's super important. And for me, I kind of liken it to the fact of, if you think about like the Apples of the world, the Disneys, the large companies that typically know their direction, they have a mission statement. So, I often say, why not be the CEO of our own life and craft one for ourselves? So my thinking is, if it's important for a company, and that why they have it is because they want to know what their direction is, what their culture is, what their beliefs and morals are. My opinion is we all should have one.
So what you just said, cultures, beliefs, values and morals. So when you look at, Apple's mission statement, for example, would a personal mission statement kind of mirror the same objectives of a corporate mission statement?
It really depends, I think, if what your scenario is, like who you are and what you're doing. So for instance, for me, I'll tell you mine, which is probably the easiest way. Mine is related to both, but I'd say it more leans towards the business side of my life. And so mine is to be the guy who motivates, donates, inspires, educates, and entertains. And so if you think about that, the donating can be on my personal side, giving back. Inspiring can be to my children. So it can be personal, it can be corporate, but there's a really neat thing that happens when you have a mission statement, if you do it really well, in my opinion, is it can then be the thing you use to decide what you say yes to and what you say no to. Somebody says, Corey, will you take this on? I'm busy, I don't have time to do stuff, I'm always juggling a whole bunch of things, and somebody says, can you take something else on? What I do is I say, how many of these is it? So if it's 4 of the 5, if it's going to help me inspire people, motivate people, if I'm going to give back, if I'm going to educate, and maybe I'm just not going to entertain, then it's probably an easy yes. But if it's going to be one of those or 0, easiest no I'll ever say in my life without regret.
That's very interesting. And now, so let's say I write my mission statement and I just put it in my pocket and then that's kind of it. Is there a way to kind of leverage it to, help you grow in, whatever space you're trying to grow in, whether it's, your own business or just personal growth?
For me, yeah, it's great to have in your pocket, but at the same time, whenever you look at your life, you have to also think about and make decisions based on what that mission statement says. So I don't think it's just in your pocket is going to do all of the things.
Yeah. And now, where can our viewers keep up with you?
The best place is peopleonplanes.com.
People on Planes.
Yeah, and if you go there, the cool thing is you can get on the waiting list for my new book that's coming out April 1st, The Enlightened Passenger. And so you can go there, get on that list, and then we'll know how to reach out to you afterward.
Okay, wonderful. And now, 2 weeks ago you were here and we talked about, one of the biggest questions that you asked, the most common is, what would you tell your younger self? Corey, what would you tell your younger self?
Don't change a thing.
Don't change a thing.
Yeah.
And now, any advice to people who are searching for fulfillment in life?
I would say, honestly, it goes back to the whole idea of finding what your passion is. So I would say, it might take some time to find what you love to do, but it's worth the time because it'll change everything in your life. So my advice is go down the path, have experiences in life, spend time doing stuff that you think you enjoy, and that'll hopefully help you find what you love to do, and that'll transform your life and you'll never want to go back.
That's wonderful. And now, would you recommend maybe dipping your toe in something that to kind of give yourself a different experience, maybe not something that you're super excited about, but something that could kind of help evolve you as a human? Yeah,
I mean, for me, I mentioned when we talked last time that I did stand-up comedy. That was way outside my comfort zone. I've jumped out of a plane, way outside my comfort zone. I try to do those things as often as possible because I do believe our comfort zone is a certain size, and the more we step outside it, the more we expand it, and the more we do that, the more we discover what life is really all about.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Corey, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure speaking with you. We'll put your website down below so everyone can keep up with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We're back after this.